Korean lash lamination technique and the mistakes that technicians make. So, today I'm going to tell you about the mistakes technicians make when working with this technique and what consequences they might face. In fact, most technicians don't even realize how much they're risking their reputation when they do this. And actually, it's not always the technician's fault because that's how they were taught to do it. The course didn't explain what safety techniques should be used, why you shouldn't do it this way, or what consequences it can actually lead to. But I'm going to tell you. And the first fatal mistake people make is applying the product directly to the roots. This particular method is completely and fundamentally unsafe. So if you were originally taught to do it this way, make sure you listen very carefully all the way through until the very end of this video. The second fatal mistake people make is applying the first solution along the entire length. And this will lead to the lashes simply breaking off. And what client would want their lashes to become short over time? No one would want that. Now let me tell you what consequences you can expect. If you apply the solutions to the roots, it can cause an allergic reaction, irritation, or even a burn to the mucous membrane. And that means harming the client's health because the responsibility for the eyes and lashes falls entirely on the technician, in other words, on you. And if you harm someone's health, the client can easily take you to court because by working with chemicals, you failed to follow safety procedures. So if you were taught to apply the solutions to the roots, you urgently need to correct this. Applying the first solution along the entire length leads to the lashes breaking off. I've already mentioned this. And naturally, the client doesn't want their lashes to become shorter, since they come to the procedure to make their lashes look longer. And that means you'll lose the client's trust, and they will never come back to you for the procedure again. As a result, you'll lose the client and all your future income, which could have grown if the client had recommended you to all her friends. That's why, when you're working with chemicals, you need to carefully control all your actions. The original Korean technique was designed for the Asian type of eyelashes, but it does not suit girls who have a European eyelash structure. That is why it is so important not just to follow and learn this particular method, but to truly understand how to adapt this technique to a different type of structure. You must perform the procedure in a way that preserves the natural lash, effectively preventing breakage, irritation, and burns for the client. That is exactly why I carefully modified and adapted the original Korean technique for the specific needs of our local regions, making it perfectly suited for people in Europe, America, Canada, and various other nations. Furthermore, you can also successfully use it on Asian-type lashes, while still strictly adhering to all necessary safety protocols and professional guidelines at all times. I have created 4 types of Korean techniques that can be applied to different lash types, so you will definitely find a method that you feel comfortable working with and that will allow you to achieve bright, stunning results. Stop being just a technician. It's time to become a true professional whom all clients trust. Come to my training and I will show you how to achieve consistent, vibrant, and stunning results while following safety protocols and maintaining your clients' trust.